This is the story of Bagga the Warrior, one of Bagga's most vicious variants. Bagga the Warrior was created live on stream while I was letting random orcs kill me. This is the story of this orc's birth, his rise, his fall, and his betrayal. Ah, he's cool. Oh yeah, okay. That guy's cool. Old man. The orc that would become Bagga the Warrior was chosen for one simple reason. He was wearing a helmet. Man with helmet. I kind of want to go for the guy with the helmet. The helmet, you know, he's got a helmet on. He's got unlimited potential. Could be anything under that helmet. It'll just randomize his hair. Will he even fight me though? He might not even fight me. Alright, red lads. Oh god, the Caragors are fighting them like crazy. Will he fight me though? I let him kill me, and before he could deliver the final blow, I let my chat gamble on whether he'd keep his helmet or not. Yeah, I said gamble. It's sort of gambling, but it's using Bagga bucks instead. It's called a predict on Twitch, and yes, we use predicts a lot. And also yes, my chat all have crippling gambling addictions now. You're welcome, chat. We also span a wheel, and the orc was given to a chat member named Craft. But this was before we knew he was a Bagga variant. Don't complain. Oh, it's Bagga! It's Bagga! He's a Bagga! I told you the helmet guy would be good. It's Bagga. Oh! Oh, he's so cool. Bagga the Warrior. Oh my god, what a great orc craft. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, look at him. He's cool. I tracked Bagga the Warrior down. The whole point of this pitfight tournament is to shame these orcs until they go deranged, crazy, or become a maniac. So far, this Bagga had been resilient, but I could feel it. I could feel his mind cracking. Many orcs would die before they went crazy. I had to be careful. I had to be delicate. The more shames, the weaker these orcs got, and the easier they were to kill. But this orc was different. He was a Bagga. I had to have him. But sadly, his mind was even stronger than I could comprehend. He had iron will, and wouldn't join me. He had to be shamed, like the other orcs. I tracked Bagga the Warrior down again, this time in a much more public area. Would he be strong? Would he still have iron will? I wanted him to join me. Bagga needs soldiers. And this Bagga is truly vicious. This Bagga is a warrior. I tried to recruit him, but his mind was still strong. He called me scum. He didn't want to join Bagga. He didn't care about fighting the painless army, the painless fortress. I shamed him down again. Down to level 32. How long was this gonna take? Bagga needs soldiers. He needs warriors. I put arrow after arrow into Bagga the Warrior until he was ready to comply. But his mind was still strong. He had to be shamed again, all the way down to level 8. At this point he was very, very weak.
When you knocked me down, made me lower than Shrock, you should have known there was only one way back.
Weak, but still ferocious enough to attack me. I took care of his guards. I couldn't have them getting in the way. They could mess me up and I could accidentally kill Bagga. Now with it just being the two of us, I can delicately finesse his health down before I have to shame him again. It's times like this that I've killed many, many orcs by accident, not knowing Talion's strength. But I was able to finesse this one, shaming Bagga all the way down to level 1. He lost his title. He was no longer a warrior. Would he join my army now? Tracked him down to his favorite spot. But I was ambushed.
Your eyes do not deceive you. The great serpent will not let me rest until the day of the great devouring.
Hoshgris the serpent, another orc that was doomed to fight in the pits.
You broke me, but I got better. My hate saw to that.
If the serpent here ambushed me, I had to hurry. He flustered me. If the serpent became enraged, he could easily kill Bagga with one swing of his sword. I had to weaken him quickly, but in my haste, I threw a throwing knife. It connected directly into Bagga's heart. He was dead. A stronger orc would have easily brushed this off. Consumed by anger, I destroyed Hoshgris the serpent. I thought one arrow and one throwing knife wouldn't kill Bagga. But again, I underestimated my power, Talion's power. Hoshgris was ready to be shamed. I was going to enjoy this. I was doing this for Bagga the warrior, the fallen soldier I never had. After this travesty, Talion needed time to think. He travelled to the Pitfight Tournament Stadium. There he waited. He was seeing if he could channel enough energy to bring the orc back to life. Bring Bagga the warrior back. But it didn't work. Instead it brought back someone else. The Defiler.
Now I'm here. We can set about ending your life.
This Olog was also given to a member of chat during one of my streams. But sadly for that member of chat, this Olog was unbreakable and had to die. After he was taken care of, Talion continued to meditate to try and bring back Bagga the warrior. Bagga the warrior could feel Talion reaching out, and he grasped his hand.
You're the man scarred my face. I'm the Uruk's gonna scar your neck.
He came back. Bagga the warrior came back to us with a bag on his head now, embracing his true Bagga nature. He'd proven himself strong. Talion weakened him and shamed him one last time, breaking his iron will once and for all. We tracked him down. A measly level 48, but still, Bagga the warrior was strong. Maybe even stronger now that he'd come back from the dead, with a bag on his head.
You picked the wrong Uruk. I'll eat your dead hearts.
Finally, with Bagga the warrior's will broken, Talion could recruit him into his army. In this brief moment, Bagga the warrior spoke to Talion. He told Talion he wanted to be stronger. He wanted to help. He wanted to fight the Painless. Thus we travelled there, to the Painless Fortress, so Bagga the warrior could train. I assigned him to my bodyguard. If Bagga the warrior could train, maybe he could get rid of some of his weaknesses. Weaknesses the Painless orcs could exploit. On top of this tower, we fought. We trained. If Bagga the warrior could keep killing me, hopefully he could become stronger, more enraged, more ferocious. So Talion agreed. Talion let this happen. He was going to let Bagga the warrior kill him over and over again. But it seems like Bagga the warrior had other plans.
There already? Come on. Show me some pride of Gondor or whatever you men are always going on about.
Despite the kill being there right in front of Bagga, he refused to take it, instead opting to humiliate Talion instead.
It'd be too easy to kill you like this.
After this humiliation, Talion tracked down Bagga. He refused to let this project go to waste. Bagga would kill Talion and become stronger, whether he agreed to it or not.
Listen to the sound of my horn. It's the sound of impending doom. The sound of your death.
And thus the cycle of pain continued. A chokeslam, Talion being down, Bagga going in for the kill, only to humiliate Talion instead. Another Bagga the warrior encounter, another humiliation for Talion.
How many times will we do this? Go stew on it some more.
News of Talion's numerous humiliations spread across the orcs.
Typical. Careful you don't fall. It's no fun if you're already dead before I get hold of you.
Krupp, the firebrander, had joined Bagga to see if he can get an easy kill on Talion. Talion used poison to enrage Bagga. He hoped an enraged Bagga would kill him, rather than humiliate him again. Sadly, this Bagga was cruel and twisted. He preferred the humiliation.
Get up, man-filth. I want a victory, not a mercy killing.
These humiliations led to more Bagga variants coming to investigate exactly what was going on. Why was Talion doing this?
The shame of defeat clings to you, Turk. And I don't want that stench on me. Nothing personal, you see.
This led to Bagga the Caragor tamer betraying us. betraying Bagga the Alchemist. These orcs thought Talion had gone soft. They would live to regret this. With Talion slashing down the firebrander.
Your face looks too delicate for branding anyway.
Before moving on to Bagga the Caragor Tamer, this orc being a version of Bagga needed to be shamed, not killed. Talion had to send a message to the other Baggas that this was not okay. Betrayal would be met with shaming. After the firebrander was dead and Bagga the Caragor Tamer was dealt with, Talion sent a death threat. He thought that by sending a death threat this would motivate Bagga to kill him and thus become stronger, rather than humiliating him.
Soon I will have you, Bagga.
Talion showed up where the death threat had been set. Bagga soon joined.
I was getting tired of hiding anyway. Come and get me.
Bagga attacked Talion with his usual ferocity, throwing him to the ground, before humiliating him once again.
Come on.
In this moment, Talion contemplated what was going on. He knew that Bagga would never kill him. He would only humiliate. He was sick, he was twisted, and he was not becoming stronger. Talion knew the only way to make him stronger would be to make him become a maniac.
Pride of Gondor or whatever you men are always going on about.
Talion burst into action, quickly dodging out of the way of his raging Ologs before exploding all of their heads, one by one, raining their brain matter onto Bagga. He then hit Bagga with a poison attack, enraging him. But Talion was spurred on by countless humiliations. He soon got the better of Bagga, before shaming him down once again. Would Bagga become a maniac? Would he become stronger? Not now, it seems. Talion soon tracked Bagga down again. He wasn't a hard target to find. But how long would this take? And would Bagga ever become a maniac? Talion rained arrows down before smashing into Bagga's fire.
How dare you interfere with utter justice? Kneel before me, and I'll make your death swift.
Despite countless humiliations of Talion, it didn't seem like Bagga the warrior had gotten any stronger. This annoyed Talion. He shamed Bagga once again, hoping this orc would come through and become an insanely strong maniac, thus actually becoming useful to Bagga the Alchemist. With Bagga shamed, Talion hunted him down once again, taking advantage of his soft skull, shaming Bagga once again. No luck. But Talion would not give up this easy. He once again shamed Bagga down from level 49 all the way to level 37. After Bagga had rammed off, shamed again, Talion could sense something different about these orcs. They were ferocious, they were insanely strong, and they took Talion by surprise. One Olog in particular taking charge and delivering the finishing blow to Talion. This Olog was sick of the humiliations Bagga the warrior was doing. He preferred a clean kill. He wanted to become a leader, but Bagga the warrior wasn't.
This loyal servant of the Dark Lord shall be rewarded.
With Talion dead, this grunt Olog took his place. He gave himself the name The Chosen, working directly under the Witch King. His days of working under Bagga the warrior were over. he would now only take orders from the Witch King. I tracked him down to see how dangerous he was, delivering a blow into his back.
Interruption is only an opportunity for me to please the Witch King. As his chosen, it is my duty to curse you and defeat you.
This new red chosen Olog clearly meant business.
You faggot! You're bold, I'll give you that, and so much more.
Bagga the warrior turned up, clearly wondering what had happened to one of his chosen bodyguards. But he didn't have time to interrogate him, he had to kill me first. But I wasn't going to make it easy for him anymore. Bagga was deploying his usual tricks, using a banner while summoning in more and more massive red Ologs. To be quick to avoid Bagga and his bodyguard's ferocious attacks, and the Chosen took this as an opportunity to betray Bagga and hit him from behind. Bagga fell, clattering to the floor. The red Chosen Olog would not serve him anymore. The rest of the bodyguards looked on in shock. Or was it relief that their captain, a twisted, humiliation-loving orc, was now dead? I didn't have time to think about this for too long, as the Chosen hit the floor with an explosive before delivering the final blow.
We are your better in every way.
This Chosen, a former bodyguard of Bagga the warrior, had betrayed him, killed him, and has now taken his place alongside the Painseeker orcs. What was once a great prospect in Bagga the warrior had blown up in my face, and had led to the creation of a very dangerous foe who was now actively helping the Painseeker orcs. This is just one of the Ologs that Bagga and his multiversal army are going to have to destroy in Bagga's next episode.